It is Carco and Carne all day long. I'm going to be broadcasting from an alley. Behind Bottom Lounge, MS Sucks is the event. This is event coverage. This is like what they do on ESPN, like all-day event coverage. We're talking to the bands performing at this fundraising event, this really cool event. I think there are like 30 bands or something like that playing between the matinee and tonight. We'll talk to Park and Main shortly. I do want to say Carco and Carne is sponsored today by C&H Financial Services. Business owners, are you tired of your hard-earned profits going toward paying expensive fees every time your customer pays with a credit or debit card? Any of you guys own a business?
We're in a band, so that is technically a business.
It is technically a business. You're absolutely right. We're happy to announce that our partners at C&H Financial Services have the solution. C&H is the fastest-growing financial services company in Illinois, as recognized by Inc. magazine. And their patented technology allows you to eliminate 100% of the fees associated with accepting credit and debit cards as a form of payment. That's right, Park and Main, 100% of the fees.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Word.
C&H will also upgrade your business to the industry's leading point-of-sale system to streamline every aspect of your business for no cost. That's right, no cost. Visit Free Processing now or call 855-600-2437, extension 999, and start saving money today.
It's Car con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car con Carne. And now here's the star of our show.
Park and Main, you, as we're doing this, we're on Facebook Live right now. You are going on stage at 1:15.
Correct.
It is 12:30.
Feeling good.
This could be a new pre-show ritual. I'll just follow you around and we'll just...
I'm game, dude. Hey, totally. I mean, it's been great conversation just setting all this up. Kind of calming me down.
Good. I appreciate your patience. And yeah, just to quickly recap the matinee, it's you guys, it's El Famous, and Lucky Boys Confusion doing a fully plugged-in rock set today. Not bad for an afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It kind of has like a festival feel to it right now.
100%. All right, so to catch people up who are watching, who are listening to the podcast, Park and Main, the band formerly known as Oceans Over Airplanes.
Yeah. Why
the name change?
We've been working alongside with a guy who's kind of just been like looking at our band from like a distance, and when he did so, he just kind of addressed certain things, and we've been a band underneath that moniker for like a while, and we've had different members come and go, and the biggest thing with why we changed it is that the name really didn't have a story behind it. It didn't have any kind of message that really meant something to us at the end of the day. So
none of you are pilots or
no,
boat captains?
Nothing like that. We weren't into plane crashes or stuff like that. So, we wanted to have something that, you get this moment where you meet someone, they're into your band, and they want to know, like, what you're about. And then they ask you, what's your name about? And then you just lay, like, a dud. Like you have this moment to connect with someone, and then you just like, we thought it sounded cool. And they're like, oh, cool. And then you're trying to save the conversation. So it's like, now it's trying to think of something that means something to us, that that we can stand behind, so that our band has like a message, right off the bat.
I have a confession to make. I never liked the old band name.
Well, there we go. See,
totally
one for one.
In the spirit of absolute candor. But I love the new name, and you said it has meaning. There's something behind it. Explain. I never asked, what does your band name mean? But you kind of opened the door there.
Yeah, no. For us, it's twofold. So, we're from Crown Point, Indiana, and so like it's kind of like a hub for us. Coming from there in the literal sense, but and really what the message is like as you get older, you're always kind of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. When people are telling you to do different things, and you could stay on your path that you want, or you could turn off at these crossroads that you have in life of like, should I still be doing this? Is this my career? Is this whatever? And so, for us, it's that constant, for us trying to be in this band, it's constantly being told we should be doing something else with our lives. And so, we're staying on this path, we're going to choose, and, only kind of turn off that road if it's for you and it's what you want to do. So that's kind of our message behind it.
And I love the songs I played on the radio so far. On Demo 312, I played I Hate to Drive, Mind Reader. What else is coming?
We are going, hopefully it looks like in January, we're going to be working with a musician and producer, Ace Enders, from the early November. So we're going to go in. The object is to go and just do like one song and kind of further kind of develop stuff. So since the rebrand, we've also been opening to kind of starting to slide our music into a different area. So we're going to be exploring that as well. It's going to be rooted in what we're doing, but just kind of refining certain things moving forward. So we're going to attempt to figure a lot of that out with Ace when we get out there.
Love it. All right. And speaking of rebranding, which, by the way, 10 years ago, there's not a band on earth who said rebranding. That's because it's such like a business term, right? Or a marketing term.
For sure.
But I can't imagine like in 2000, like Linkin Park saying, we should talk about rebranding.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of who you are, your band interests on your Facebook page, 90s Alternative, 2000s Emo, and coffee.
Yeah. You can.
This band runs on caffeine.
You know, Joe could attest to this because he's kind of been like my gate. He's been my pusher from early on. So Joe,
Oh yeah, turn him on to all the good stuff, all the good coffee.
all the good beans.
Yeah, man.
You know
I'm a
all the
big-
good regions.
Yeah. Well, I'm no expert. I shouldn't say that, but I just like coffee.
Yeah, we're a stone's throw from Dark Matter, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Joe impressed me one day. I came over to his house and he's like, "You want some coffee?" And I'm thinking, "Okay, we're gonna get the Keurig action." And he's over there doing a full-on pour over.
I had to give
and,
you the pour over treatment, man.
Yeah.
You go into some of the coffee places, and it looks like a science lab.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
with like beakers and it looks like Walter White shit going
Yeah.
on.
It,
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty intimidating.
Uh-huh.
I'm just happy now that I know, like, at least what I like, because otherwise, if there's, menus, I get really kind of, like, anxiety-driven going into some of these coffee places, because I feel like they're judging you based on, like, what you order. I'm just like, you know what? Nitro cold brew, that's fine. Just black, I'm out. You know, like, that's good for me. So,
All right, well, I don't want to keep you too long because as we're recording this, you are 30 minutes away from taking the stage. I want you to be able to catch your breath, relax, maybe have a hot beverage. And one of your band members refused to be part of this.
he's just, you know what? We're also a band who we also lean on that edge of that fine line of hanger. And so
Yes.
we have to recognize that.
So he needed some fuel.
Yeah.
He needs some fuel, and we're all kind of teeter at it. Some of us teeter a little bit harder than others. So when food is needed, we
I
just
get
kind
it.
of we go, because otherwise it could get dicey for a couple hours afterwards. If
I think he wanted to be a part of it. I think he was like, I just ordered food, man.
I've been that guy. Like,
Hey, would you blame him? Did you see
get
that
shaky,
sandwich?
especially if you have too much caffeine and you don't eat.
Yeah.
You start to get a little bit jittery. Like I'm like seeing things in black and white. I need some kind
Yeah,
of.
you gotta ground yourself.
I think
Uh-huh.
Joe and I are past that.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you sticking around after your
Yeah,
show?
we're gonna be sticking around definitely for the whole matinee section, and then getting into that VIP hour and stuff. So yeah, we'll be around for the day.
What a
So,
fun day.
Yeah, it's great, and personally for us, I was super excited to be a part of it because my grandmother suffered from MS. So for me, on a personal level, like doing this today is really big for like me and my family, especially my mom with everything that she had to deal with. Like
I'm
my
sure.
mom, my grandmother got diagnosed at like 32, and she was like quickly wheelchair bound. So my mom
In
took
her
care of
30s.
yeah, and my mom had to basically stop being a kid and start taking
Yeah.
care of her mother. And so, I think about that, as we're going through all this. It's like my mom got, like, robbed of a mother.
Yeah.
Essentially. She was alive, but, like, she had to kind of be the
Oh, yeah.
mom. And for me, it's like I only knew my grandmother by visiting her in a nursing home and being in a wheelchair. It's like all these things now that, like, my kids are doing with my parents, it's like totally, it's like I try not to make any of that take that for granted, because they're getting a totally different experience with grandparents than what I had growing up. So it's huge for us to be a part of this, and so I can't thank Stubby enough for including us in this event. And I think it's really great for him too. I mean, he's been awesome in the promotion of all this because it's not been about him. He's not
And
like
to be clear, because I haven't set this up in this interview, Stubby Kostupendov of Lucky Boys Confusion and the Hoodie Life, diagnosed with multiple sclerosis last year. He is really the linchpin behind this event. MS Sucks at Bottom Lounge today.
Yeah, and he's not throwing this as like a pity party. Like
No.
he's been like totally like, hey, I have this, I have the support system, and I have the friends and everything, and the means to help me through this. He's like, I'm just doing this for other people, which I think is fantastic.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a great set today. Thank you for jumping in the car. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on Facebook or eventually YouTube, or if you're listening, Car Con Carne, sponsored today, this week, by CNH Financial Services. Thanks.